Starting the stream. Here, do this, and then some of this. There we go. You know, it'd be actually kind of funny starting in the Nether with the water. We'll go over here. Oh. What's up, IGN? Welcome to the stream. Oh, hello. This is bullying. He's mining down to me. Do I have two streams running? I have a portrait mode for shorts running, and I have a normal landscape for, you know, the normal looking kind. But, so technically, yes, I do have two streams running. See the water in the Nether we got at the end of last stream. I did keep my promise. Though this gas is really starting to bother me. Might have to leave. Can I see both chats? I'm fairly confident. Oh, that one got me. Okay, you're getting closer. Here we go. You on Elytra with Prop 5? Well, you had to have used creative or commands to get that, but that is cool. I should eat some food. Don't hurt my water. Well, that could be it. Unless he... Oh my gosh. He just saw it coming. We're out of here. Welcome in, Jackets. What's up, UA? We got our water from last stream. Just wanted to show it off before we actually get started. Alright, we're back. They are great at dodging, it's true. Welcome in, Distanax. Distanax Dasher. Interesting. Is that the same Distanax? Did you change your username? Okay, we... Oh, destroyed all my armor. Well, that is timely. Let's toss that over there. Craft some more. Welcome to the stream, guys. We're going to be grabbing more spawners today. Just got one thing I wanted to do before we left was enchant another diamond sword, because mine is pretty low at the moment. Oh, a different account. Gotcha. While I'm down here, I'm going to turn volume to like 1%. They're so loud. Alright, let's see. Anything above like 31 we'll take. Rolling for enchants in these versions sucks, but I'll take whatever I get. Hopefully it's not smite. Anything but smite. Oh dang, that was 35. That would have worked. Looting 2. Ah, okay. Okay, I'll take it. We're out of here. Hold up, chat is squished. I gotta move the screen out somewhat. There we go. A lot of people say your name wrong, but I got it right. How hard is it to say UA? I mean, I guess if they're trying to say the whole thing, like UA Hajime Nagumo, I don't know, but like I don't even know if I said that properly, but I don't know if I want to waste a looting sword here. This is a really nice one, but it's got looting 3, and I don't want to waste that either. We'll take this one as a backup. That seems fine to me. All right. Orange boy, a steak, agreed. Let's see, slap that in there. I forgot I had so much stuff in my inventory. Let's see, we'll slap these. We'll keep 4 with us. Bam. Bam. Okay, and we'll put the obsidian away. And we don't want to take the fortune pickaxe with us. It's a waste of space. Okay, we're good to go. We're gonna skedaddle. I can turn my volume back up now that we're not near those zombies anymore. I don't have a million subscribers yet. Well, I hear it takes time. That's my assumption is it's a time thing. I'd like to think it's a time thing and not a you know, it's not in the cards for me. We're gonna walk that direction this time. I'm gonna go about 2,000 or 3,000 blocks that way. See, Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I keep up on chat. Let's see. IGN thinks I'm an inspiration. Appreciate it. I think I am very inspiring. I look in the mirror and I'm just like, wow, what an inspiring person. I actually got a shulker box of illegal armor. I'll be getting a lot more than a shulker box this time around. But like the title says, we are going to be focusing on materials today because we need. I didn't even look at them before we left, but we have 10 stacks of spawners right now. We need 17 more stacks before we can move on to the next step in my master plan. So got a little bit of a ways to go. We're gonna be getting one more stack of spawners on stream today. But yeah, so I think by the end of this IGN, I'll probably get like at least 10 shulkers of illegal armor and tools. It will be a lot more than one. But jackets, I'm gonna update when well, I'm gonna update once I have all the spawners I need. I don't have to build the pig farm in this version, but I need to get the spawners in this version for it. So I'm planning to upgrade once I have all the spawners I need for the farm. We're gonna go until 2000 in Z, and then at least 1500 in X. All right, let's see. IGN, I do have a Discord. It should be beneath the stream on screen. You'll have to check. Sorry for the debug screen being so horrible, by the way. Just the way it works here. But yeah, we are 234 members strong as of this morning, unless someone left. But we have a lot of fun. I am pretty active in there. I don't actually just kind of have it and leave it alone. I'm the third most active person in the Discord. Cookie has me beat, and so does Lit, but he's not in stream right now. UA, they'd say Yui. That's kind of strange. Sorry for the ads. I mean, I'm not like completely sorry because it's kind of a way for me to make something off of a stream. But sorry, it's like terrible. I actually finally broke down and got YouTube Premium, though I guess you could get an ad blocker, though I've heard they are not working very well anymore. If you knew about the server earlier, you'd have the OG rank. I'm not even sure. I believe you because you're very active in streams and stuff, so I know you would have joined when you heard about it, but I'm not sure if you were even in my streams when we started the Discord, because we started the Discord in November, so it's been a couple months. I think the first time I saw you in my streams was when I was building farms for the wormhole system, I think. Yeah, Cookie is always online. It's very true. Alrighty. Yui, I saw the message about. I'm sorry. I think the ad got in the way of you hearing my response, but I did think it was weird that they make it sound like it has an I in it, like Yui or whatever they must say. That sounds kind of strange. Okay. I don't see any mine shafts right below me, so we're gonna keep going further out. State get ad blocker. I feel like honestly, YouTube has so much entertainment on it. I don't really feel bad about spending a couple bucks a month, especially considering that my YouTube channel kind of just pays for it. So it really isn't that big of a deal for me. That looks like it's a mine shaft right there. Jackets, I saw your notch armor vid when it first came out, like an hour after. I did announce in a community post like the next day that I was starting the Discord, so I guess it's just bad luck on your part that you didn't catch it. Sorry about that. We probably will do something like an OG roll again for those who came, within X amount of time after, since I started the Discord, but it's not going to be exactly the same. Okay, there is a mine shaft over there. You can kind of see it right over the ridge there. We're going to go down to this cave and travel there. XM, do I watch Unstable? I do not. I have watched some videos, definitely. I'm really not too much of a fan of the scripted format for Minecraft YouTube videos. I watch a lot of Minecraft YouTube, but it's generally like, I think really technical stuff is interesting. So I watch a lot of technical videos. Like I watch a lot of JKM and WaveTech stuff. And I watch other hardcore YouTubers as well, but I don't see there's a spawner right there, our first one. But I don't really watch too much scripted stuff. Unless you count Dreams Manhunts, which, we're still up in the air about whether or not those are scripted, but There's not supposed to be scripted. IGN, you're very rich. I mean, so when you consider, relatively speaking, compared to like the average YouTube channel, which like, because I don't know if you're familiar with how many YouTube channels can't even get past 1,000 subscribers. It's very hard to do. Anyone who can get that far has my respect. But it's not easy to do at all. So the average YouTube channel, I guess, would be a little less rich than me. But I mean, I can't exactly buy anything with the money I've made from YouTube. It did help me get a new mic though, which is an improvement over my first videos. Got that. Okay, it should be right here. How'd you get one? You just joined 5 minutes ago. I think it's based on who talks the most, not necessarily how long you've been in the stream. It's like the person who's interacting the most. So you must have just beaten out whoever was in front of you, I guess. Unfortunate. All right, line this up. Ramal, I am still searching for spawners. Sorry I missed that message. We are getting another stack today. I would have made more progress off stream since yesterday, but I was actually testing my my plan to get 1,000,000 levels. I had found, so I don't know if you're familiar with the God Particle farm, but it is, up until recently, in my mind, it's the fastest way to get 1,000,000 levels. But I have a different method that's still completely vanilla to get 1,000,000 levels way faster, because the God Particle farm would take 6 years, but I could do it in 300 hours. But I actually found out a couple, like, I realized there's a way I could do it to shave off another third of that time, so 100 to 200 hours, which would be much better. How many spawners do I have? I have oh sorry, I already mentioned it, but yeah, I have 10 stacks plus whatever amount I have in my pig spawner farm currently, which I think is 51. So I have a fairly solid amount. Let's see. And Jacket, sorry, I did see your message. I think that is a very nice thing to say, that you think I'll get 5 million subscribers. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Let's get this Ender Pearl, please. Oh, 2 Ender Pearls. Very nice. Yeah, but we will have to see. We will have to see. I would agree, though, that if I do get 5 million subscribers, 15, 16K is definitely still an OG territory, so I may have to reconfigure that plan. Here, we got to make sure we're still going in the right direction here. Yeah, that's right. Oh, hello. Dang it. You can tank the explosions with iron armor in these versions, but it just completely destroys your armor, unfortunately. How much am I planning on getting, Ramal? I'm planning on 27 stacks, a full chest of spawners. That's the plan. It is partially flex, but also I do need that many. Like, I need a lot for my plans. Nave, welcome in. Glad you made it. Sorry, I realized when I responded to your comment yesterday, Nave, that I implied I wasn't streaming today when I said I might stream on Saturday, because that is also true. I may stream on Saturday, but I am definitely streaming today. So glad you realized that and hopped in, because I would have felt bad if I had accidentally made you miss this one. All right, this is gonna be like right here. Yeah, right down there. UA, why did I go back to this update? I mean, I did die, like Jacket's just mentioned, so I'm starting over, and I prefer to avoid downgrading when possible. So I could start in modern versions if I really wanted to, and then downgrade it to here to grab the spawners and go back up. But I think it's a bit safer and a bit more fun also to just like start low and then return to modern versions. Plus also, when you start your world in beta 1.9 pre-3, which is the version before this one, that's when you spawn in with the end portal frames and stuff. So that's a really fun one. It lets me do some really crazy stuff later on. But for now, it is mostly because I want these spawners. Samwise, the grind never stops at all. Pop-up ads are less annoying. I am glad. Let's see. I should get 28 stacks. So I do plan on making a museum type build later. So that is very true and a good idea. But I need a little less than a full chest of spawners for my plans, so I shouldn't need to go beyond it too much. I'm hoping I won't have to. I haven't nailed down the exact amount of spawners I need. It's been a while since I built the farm that it's been a while since I designed the farm, and I lost my my spreadsheet that had the full amount of spawners I need for it, so it's kind of an L, but you know, whatever. I remember it being about a chest of them though. In Default, can you respond to messages? I mean, you mean in chat, or you mean like on Discord? Because I can respond to messages on Discord, though if it's like, you know, you asking me my name or, you know, my address or my social security number, you're gonna get disappointed and or banned. but I will respond to them. I'm pretty good about responding to messages. Can I make a below void base one day? I'd be open to considering it. It's gotten a little bit easier with the happy gas, so I mean, I guess you can't really like. You can still put a boat on top of them, so I mean that would still probably work, right? But actually, they lose collision when the player is not on them, so maybe that wouldn't work actually. Like 18 creepers over here. Give me a second. You know what? I'll just let them play around over here by themselves. Ice Cake, you're back to the time wasting stream. What are you talking about? We're getting valuables. There's no wasting time here. Get out of here with that Ice Cake. Oh my gosh. Let's see what we got. I'll take that. Also, how's the music, guys? Do I need to turn it down, turn it up? I'm just surprised that blew up. Oh, well, that was helpful. He just knocked me back onto the top thing that I was climbing up to. And then he fell. So he lost a lot of aura right there. Alrighty. Okay, we just gotta make sure that creeper doesn't blow up the spawner, because they're liable to do that. Alright. Okay, I'm safe for the moment. I'll catch up on chat. Bro just wiped out my weekend plans, lol. Welcome in, Mock G. Sorry I missed that. Let's see. I like sleeping, but you ain't going anywhere tomorrow. That's good. Am I going to make Notch Armor again, default user? I am. That is one of my next plans, actually. An Infinity Spawner would be a fun one. You mean enchanting it with Infinity, I'm assuming, right? I think last time I enchanted it with Unbreakable. Unbreakable, wow. Unbreaking 3, but I forget. It's been a while. Music up, please. Does anyone else agree with XM? I don't know if they just they're like a headbanger and they just, you know, really like it when the, you know, their eardrums get exploded. So if somebody else could kind of second or deny that, I'm just interested to know if that's just XM wanting it louder. Not that I don't want to help XM out, but I also don't want to kill everyone. So what the? Oh, and that's iron. All right. Okay, music fine. I might keep it where it is for now, XM, though if anyone else says it's a little too quiet, I will turn it up. We got a spawner over there. And that might be the closest one, so we're going to go that way. Mach G, do I have Fulbright on? So I do have Gamma turned up. If you go into settings, you can see on video settings, the brightness is set to 1,000,000. You can go into the game files and you can adjust your Gamma settings, which controls brightness. And it's the same setting that gets manipulated by Fulbright or, you know, whatever mod you might be using to turn your Gamma up. And since they don't have mods for these versions, you can do it manually. And, you know, it allows you guys to actually see. So that's helpful. How many spawners we at? I already answered, but it is 10 plus 5. 10 stacks plus 5, excuse me. That'll just be 15. I'm not stupid. But anyway. Ramal, go to bed. See you later. Ice Cake, time wasting for you. I gotcha. I knew you were trying to be funny. I wasn't actually taking it personally. Yeah, total I mean, 10. So we have 10, 10, 64, 640 plus the 5. So we got 645 plus the 51 that we have in our pig farm currently. So we're almost at 700 total. Okay, the spawner I was looking for was behind me. Oh, there it is. And then we're probably going to go that direction. If I found a genie in a bottle, what would be my first wish? That's a good question. I mean, infinite steak, like infinite fresh, like prime steak might be a contender, like a serious contender, because I really do just love steak. But then I'm like, why not wish for money so then I could buy infinite steak and also, you know, sometimes get other foods, since, you know, I've heard from my teachers that the food groups are important. But it'd be something steak related. Either allow me to get high quantities of steak or buy them, like, you know, have them or buy them. That's basically what I would say. UA lost your 500-day world because you left the beta update for Bedrock. Oh, that's crazy. It just won't let you play it. I wonder if there's something you could do in the files to try to save it. You're mistaken. You still sick? I'm coming out of it. I've been a little congested and I have a bit of a lingering cough, but it's not like, you know, it's not the same. Like, I was coughing on the streams last week once every 3 minutes probably. Yesterday's stream I coughed 3 times and it was 3 hours. So I'm doing much better, but I do still have a bit of congestion, so doing better. And IGN, you said New York strip. I guess you're just asking what steak I'd want. If I had to choose, I'd go ribeye probably. Though variety is nice. So the New York strip, they can be very, very good, but some of them, depending on the quality of the cut you get, have a weird gristly layer kind of in the center that makes them really annoying and hard to eat. So they don't crack my top 3 steaks for that reason, even though they are really good, just because they're a little annoying to eat a lot of the time. Mach G, who wants to know your address? I don't. Anyway, let's see. Guys, leaves your phone on while watching stream. It gives him lots of money. I mean, it doesn't give me 0 money, but it's like 1 viewer on a stream like this is probably, even if you watch the whole time, it's probably like 25 cents at most, and that's probably overstating the, you know, how. Oh, there's a spawner right there. I missed. Let's go back. That's probably overstating the value. So, you know, it's not that much. So feel free to not, you know, kill your phone by like leaving it on. Though Mrs. Staken yesterday was watching my stream on the TV and on her phone simultaneously. Actually, no, she said she switched back and forth. Ah! Well, that would have been funny. Just walked right off the edge there. What you get for reading chat and walking at the same time. If you can't do it while chewing gum, you shouldn't do it while reading chat. Oh, I missed several spawners this way. Good thing we came back. Don't answer the address question as a bait. I mean, I know that. Seemed pretty obvious to be a joke, but I'm happy to respond to jokes. UA, I don't know what you mean by 1,700 files, but that's interesting. You live in a box, you're homeless. Mach G, I don't believe it. But if it's true, don't donate to my stream. You can buy yourself food, okay? I don't think I would not recommend anyone giving me their lunch money. $0.25 for AFKing YouTube. Yeah, it's a little more complicated than that. They have a lot of checks in the background to like they gauge your activity level in the stream, not just whether or not you're sitting there. So sometimes even if you're sitting there, it won't fully count you, because they don't want me to, like, you know, make 20 different Gmail, like, you know, Google accounts, and then, or even like 200, 2,000, and then just bought my own stream with a bunch of accounts I made, you know. So it's they have some stuff in their algorithm that kind of checks for people doing that kind of thing. That's a freaking gumball. I can't pass that up. That's true. That's true. That is that it. Actually, with inflation, I don't know if they've increased gumball prices. Noob face, welcome in. What is this thumbnail? LOL. Like I could just not do a thumbnail. A lot of people who do streaming, they don't even bother with them. I just think it's fun, so I literally just like made a bunch of command blocks just dropping pigs on the ground. That was fun. I don't mess around with command blocks very much, so it's always fun to do it every once in a while. IGN is driving and streaming the equivalent of drinking and driving. I think it's worse, actually. Because at least while drinking and driving, you're focused on the road. You're just your ability to focus is bad. Like, you know, you have a hard time. But like with streaming and driving, you're deliberately focusing on something that's not the road. I think it's more dangerous, personally. Plus, there's also like been studies that because your body is so limp, because your reaction time's so bad, like your body's not as tense when you get in an accident when you're like drunk or drinking or something. So your odds of injury to yourself are actually lower than they would be if you were completely sober and got into an accident, which I think is actually pretty interesting, but still wouldn't recommend doing it. I wouldn't say, yeah, I'm gonna get in an accident, so I'm gonna go drink first. Wait, no, my armor's still on. That just did a lot of damage for some weird reason. All right, hold up. I don't think this is the way we came in. We're going around this way. And up here, I just want to go back to where I put those bricks. Unless I mined them. I don't think I did. I kind of want that gold. Hold up. Oh, you see that? There's a creeper around that corner, and he thought he was cool. But I outplayed him. This creeper, though, he's gonna die. All right. Now, where the heck were the... Oh, I placed them right here, but I did mine them. Okay, well, that's funny. Okay, we're going this way. Peakish thumbnail. LOL. Jackets, I'll keep that in mind if you suddenly disappear. Just Thanos snapped out of existence. Would that low-key work, like watch your own videos with another account at 0.25 speed? It would not, unfortunately. Plus, 0.25 speed would actually not increase. So it's not about watch time, it's about ads viewed. So if you're watching at 0.25 speed, you hit the ads more slowly. Like it's the same amount of ads, so that wouldn't actually even help. Aldep, what version am I on right now? I am on beta 1.9 pre-4. You can see it at the top of the screen right there. Hello. Also, welcome Aldept. Good to see you. Glad you could hop in. There we go. No attacks from above. Thank you. Sick. Mine this up. Steak, I was riding my bike to the dollar store and there was a bag of rocks in the road and I crashed. Who just left a bag of rocks in the road? Sounds like sabotage, like you're playing a Mario Kart or something and then somebody just left, you know, tossed a banana behind them. Why do creepers have to be suicidal? I don't know, man. I don't know. It's in their nature, I suppose. It's kind of like bees when you think about it, since, you know, a lot of, depending on the kind of bee, their stinger just like when like they sting someone, it kills them, you know? So it's kind of a suicidal charge when you think about it. So I guess it exists in nature, that kind of behavior in animals. But I don't think they really... Oh, wow, it's 3 right here. I don't think they fully understand they're killing themselves when they sting you, though. No, I get that one dude that said about how you give Technoblade vibes. I don't know what I'm doing that gives Technoblade vibes, but I mean, he was very cool, so I'll take it, you know. All right. Very good. Aldept, yeah, I'm glad you could be here too. I hope you... I don't know. I know it doesn't seem like you're too active in the Discord, which is totally fine. I want to make sure that you're not like accidentally missing on the, you know, the behind the scenes early access stuff that I send out. If you just don't, you know, get on Discord very often, that's why you don't respond. That's totally fine. I just want to make sure that you are actually able to access that. should have a Q&A somewhere. That's probably good. That'd probably be good. You mean like in the description of the video? Or are you talking like in my Discord or what? Oh, that was the wrong block, but it works for what I'm trying to do anyway. Bam. All right, we're safe in here for the moment. Let's get these back. Ice cake. Yo, what the heck? I don't know what you're talking about, but I agree. I guess the vibe in your talking style. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. I just D-tapped that spider. It's my PvP skills. No, it's totally fine, Aldept, if you're not on a lot. That's not a problem. I mean, like, you know, I just want to make sure that if you want the early access stuff, you have access to it. So if you're just not super active, that's totally fine. It's not an issue at all. See, can I get this without any spiders showing up? UA, all right, head to bed. It was fun to have you. Glad I pronounced your name right. Mach G, can I donate $100 because I'm homeless? The logic there is not tracking for me, but I don't know how you got from A to B, but I really like where you're going. I really like where you're at with B there. The conclusion you've come to, which is mistaken should get some of my dollars. He jumped. It's the strat. That's a good conclusion to come to. You should be a paid actor. You should come in my streams. No. You should give me $100 instead. Well, if Jackets really needs it, maybe Jackets is homeless too. Homeless people got to help each other out, you know? Okay. Look who's back. Yep, it is me. I have returned. By the way, this is very random, and I've never even really considered doing this before today. But apparently, Mrs. Staken with the kids today, they were being a little high energy and crazy. So I kind of floated the idea of maybe having baby Staken #1, who's 3 years old, in the room with me at some part in the stream, so she gets a break from him, because he's a wild child sometimes. But he is so funny hearing him narrate when he watches me play. It's hilarious. But anyway, curious what you guys would think about that. But I'm very much considering having him come in at one point. You have a 2015 max. You should give me the money instead. That makes sense, man. I trust that you're right about the reasons you need the money instead. Indeed. Still haven't really gotten used to joking about donations yet. It's very unnatural. You know what? You guys can stay over there. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not today. But you are in my way. -100. I'm pretty sure that was a donation. Incredible. It's not actually a donation. Oh, you're still here? Thank you. Why are there so many creepers? Go away. Okay. Let's do another look-see here. Man, I'm not seeing much. What mod is the glass? I actually did add the link to the video that it told me how to get. It's not a mod. It's a glitch in the game. The video that explains how the glitch works is in the description. I actually did my work this time before stream to make sure the video link was there. So go ahead and go to the description and you'll see how it works. I got tired of explaining that, so that's in the description now. Have him gather my spawners for me. That is an idea, though. He might get distracted and just, like, eat them, you know? As children do. All right. Oh, I didn't even pick that up. That's an important part of getting things out of a chest, I hear. Is that another one? It is. Alrighty. Nope. I'll take the iron and the gunpowder. Oh my gosh, thank you for those 20 cool points. I'm assuming you're talking to me, IGN. Appreciate the cool points. Those are those are legal tender somewhere, I am sure, and I can buy myself so many nice things with that. Thank you, thank you. I'm a what version is this? This is beta 1.9 pre 4. And also, is this your design? Can I build it? Oh, the farm. So it is my design, but we are not at a point where I could show you how to build it yet because it is we're gathering the materials for it still. It takes a lot of spawners that you get from these versions. See, I've got 14 in my inventory right now that I've mined with Silk Touch because it works here. But so it is, even if you wanted to build it, you either have to dupe all the materials and then maybe you'd be ready before me. But if you weren't going to dupe them, then it'll take you a while, like it's taken me to get all these spawners ready. But this build is going to get anywhere between, oh, excuse me. This build's going to get anywhere between 100,000 and 450,000 pork chops an hour. So it'd be pretty crazy. Eating them isn't illogical. There are pigs in them. I guess that's a fair. That's at least semi-logical. I can respect it. The bills to your box that you live in, man, you got some. That is how rent be. How like finding a place to live is like these days. You know, it's like, you know, there's no AC or the power doesn't work, but it's the only place you can afford. That's just the way it goes. I currently rent out a basement. Luckily, there's AC. What if I give you 25 cents for a gumball? I mean, I'd be happy to take it. I like gumballs, but I'm actually not even sure. Oh, there's a cave. I'm not even sure what YouTube would be willing to accept, you know, because some sites have a minimum donation, you know, and I'm not familiar what the minimum donation is on YouTube. So, and you could always try. I'm not going to discourage you from giving me a gumball, but if you have $1 million, would you help me pay my bills? Probably not. Mostly because I have more bills, I'm sure. Having the chillins does that, man. There's like wild stuff that I'm like not even ready for, like swimming lessons and that kind of, like, you never think about that kind of thing. But I got to make sure this kid can swim in water so he doesn't like fall into something and drown. Can I have any cool points? Oh, you're talking to IGN. Yeah, it's all to IGN. They're like a billionaire in cool points, I'm pretty sure. So, okay, I think we move towards that one now. I'm a sum. How many spawners do I need? I'm gonna need at least 1,000. But I am a little fuzzy on the exact number. I'm getting 1,728, so it's a full chest. If I had 1 million, you have your own inheritance tax to deal with. I'm pretty sure there are ways around it, though. I'm pretty sure there are ways around the inheritance tax if you handle it the right way and structure stuff with like a lawyer, like an estate lawyer before you die. But as a person who does not have $1 million, I don't have that. I do not have any knowledge on how that works. I think I've read that it's possible, though. Just give him Depth Strider and Respiration. Yeah, that's an idea. That's an idea. Frostwalk would be funny too, because like he wouldn't be able to drown, and he'd also like, you know, slide and fall over all the time. I mean, more than usual. Ignis, why do you need to dig into the wall before placing the glass? Good question. So, here I'll demonstrate. Right. So here's one where I dig into the wall. Right here. Here's one where I don't dig into the wall. Right. Actually, this is a terrible place to show you, but you see how like the view is a little bit worse. Like it's kind of essentially the same, but because so here's a better way to put it. The only block face that becomes invisible is the one it's touching, right? So if I place one here, then two become invisible, the window gets much bigger, right? This is touching the block right there, the block right there, the block right there, the block right here, and the block right there. So I get lots of way more wide view without having the block in the way of getting to the view. So putting it into the wall makes a bit more sense. My pickaxe is going to break in a few more minutes. Yep, but I have a backup, so we're good. Ice Cake, you have to keep in mind that there is no weapon cooldown in these versions. Like, the PvP works differently. So, you know, I may be seeming a bit more cracked than I actually am. Like, this is pre 1.9, so the combat was very different. I thought that was a squid, and I thought I was, like, having a seizure. Why are you here? Just put you out of your misery. What the heck? There's another one. I don't think I've ever seen squid in a cave like this before. What the heck? Okay, I hear this spider. Yep. Hoping for a spawner, but there was not one, unfortunately. Yeah, that's just another spider. There's a spawner right there, I think. And another squid. You should gain 2 main notch armor sets, one with thorns, one without. I actually did that in my last world, so it is good advice for sure. That squid isn't dying. I don't think they drown. They suffocate in these versions. At least, you know, from lack of air, I mean. Because he does not seem to be perishing. Here, I'll give that squid some water. Friggin' skeleton. Get a life. That wasn't the cobblestone I meant to place. Sorry, give me a second. I'd rather not get bit here. Perfect. Nice. Nice. Spam click burr, exactly. My backup picture is gonna break. Get out of here, Mac G. The squids are taking control. When am I gonna start making the pig farm? Once. Ooh, my helmet's gone. That's actually pretty bad. We're gonna get ourselves a new one. Well, a whole new set, actually. Here we go. We'll grab the set now. All right, we are a quarter of the way. Not bad. Quarter of the way, a bit more than half an hour in, is pretty good, actually. But how many spawners am I gonna need? Like the whole chest, basically. Because the thing is I could start building the farm earlier with the spawners that I already have. But the problem is that redstone in these early versions is pretty limited. Like they don't even have hoppers yet. At this point, they don't have a lot of stuff. So like, I would be really limited in the stuff I could do with redstone if I was to build the farm this early. So I'm actually gonna get the spawners, update to a newer version, and then I'm going to build the farm. Because it's going to be so much easier with more modern redstone stuff. So that is the plan. I could try to put some text on the screen if I really wanted to. I don't feel like there are that many questions. It takes 2 seconds to answer too, so it's not like, you know, we're dying here. Okay. Let's see. There's another one over there, maybe? No, that's not a spawner. We'll keep looking this way. Mach G, it's taking someone to get out of here. That is not what I meant, Mach G. It's the kind of get out of here as in like, get out of town! Like, it's like, you know, Patrick style, okay? You're fine. You're fine. Eat some food before I go get this one. How far out do you have to be from your base? You don't have to go like, I could go immediately beneath my base, but the problem is once I've done that, I have to go farther out to find more spawners. So I've just explored enough of my world at this point that realistically speaking, I have to go out at least 1,000 blocks to 2,000 blocks away from my base. In certain directions I have to go, now I'll have to go like 5,000 blocks out because I've gone out really far in some directions. So it just kind of depends, but you don't need to go far for it to work. You just need to go far to find new spawners once you've explored a lot. And I have explored quite a bit. Nice. All right, let's see. Take that. I am a big fan of the Legend of Zelda music. Nintendo's really chill about copyright claiming music, so they don't do anything about it. So you can play it, and they're chill about it. A lot of the Minecraft streamers I watch, they do like exclusively play like Nintendo music. It's really nice. It's super chill. It's some of the most relaxing game music I think I've ever experienced. I mean, Minecraft is also amazing too. All right. I heard a spider. There we go. I am so freaking good at this. I can sniff out a cave spider spawner like a majillion miles away, bro. It's actually scary sometimes. Like I honestly think like if I did this long enough, I could probably do it without the glass just because I I just turned into like a greyhound, like police dog, like I'm sniffing for drugs, but it's spawners. And the vein, welcome back in. Alton, welcome in. Sorry I missed that. Was focusing on bragging about finding spawners. Let's see. I'll get that chest, but don't see any spawners nearby. I do remember you. I am the vein. Get out. It was yesterday. I'm the vein. Do you think I'm a goldfish? I have a memory. My memory goes back more than 3 seconds, dude. There we go. Ice Cake, do you use any mods to map where you've been? I don't, but I do have a pretty good memory. So I can just kind of remember, honestly. But also, like, there have been times where I've run back into an old, like a path I've already explored. So, like, I'll be looking at a mine shaft and I'll see a bunch of cobblestone walls placed in it by me, and I'll be like, oh, dang, I've been there before. Angry Child, wait, you're not a goldfish? Immediately unsubscribes. You're like, I signed up specifically because I thought this man was a goldfish. It was all clickbait. He said he was a steak, but he was a fish all along. I will say, Ice Cake. Also, wasn't it like, didn't your name have like Nate in it or something? I forget. But I knew it wasn't what it currently is. But if you had changed your profile pic, I would have no idea. Angry Child unsubbed. Understandable. I should have been more open about the fact that I was not, in fact, a goldfish from the start. I'd like to apologize to my family, all those who I've shamed. Just classic YouTuber apology. Okay. Probably gonna want to go down this way and see if we can find any more mine shafts because we're at the edge of this one. Ben, how often do you plan to reset chunks? I'm not going to, I don't think, at all. Like, I mean, in what context are you talking about exactly? Are you talking about like resetting the chunks around where I've explored in these old versions so they don't look so janky later on? Or are you talking like, you know, resetting chunks for a different reason, kind of like what SB737 did with his Enchanted Golden Apple farm? Or like, what is it exactly that you're specifically talking about? I'm curious. Oh, I knew we should look. Oh my gosh. I just, oh my gosh. I love finding diamonds. It looks so freaking good in this version. Let's look at it. It's so beautiful. That's some good stuff down here. I did not bring my fortune pickaxe, so we're just going to silk touch them. We'll toss the flesh. Very good. Kind of want this gold. Very good. All right. Might as well grab the other gold over there really quick. You live in the walls of the people who live in Mistaken's walls. Well, the people who live in my walls are hardcore gamers that are yelling all the time, so you'll hear a lot of, yeah. The people across from me play a lot of like FPS shooter kind of games, and they're not terrible at them, but they obviously must not be very great at them because it's mostly angry yelling that I hear through the walls. So, man, very nice. Jackets. I swear I looked at your skin. I could have sworn. No, I could have sworn I looked at it and rated it. I think you might be. I think you might be trolling. I mean, maybe not deliberately, but I'm pretty confident that I actually looked at your skin. Wait, that's a spawner right there. You see the cobblestone? Oh my gosh. Amazing. Smash or pass old diamond texture. I'm not going to answer that, but I like the old one much more than the modern one for sure. Didn't even need the X-ray to look at this one. That's very good. Oh, that's my sword broke. I was wondering where the bone came from. Okay. All right. Angry Child. Imagine there was lava under that gold and he ended up burning to death. I mean, I'm smart enough to use water. You know, I'm not an idiot, but that would have been funny. I was kind of half expecting it, honestly. Brooks, did you beat the Ender Dragon already? I did not. So here's the thing: is actually the end portal frames exist in these versions, but if you light the whole thing, it'll light up. But if you try to jump through the portal, nothing will happen. It's just like the portal is visually there, but the end wasn't actually done in these versions yet. So you can't beat the dragon here. There's no actual way to beat this version of the game, unfortunately. So no, I am waiting to do it, but it's not because, you know, I'm choosing to. It's because I have to. Aldept, could you rate my skin? After the stream ends, comment that in the chat, and I'll remember to do it. I have 2 more hours of this, and I will forget if you don't remind me. So either in the Discord, hit me up, like at me. You have permission to ping me for that if you want. Both of you, actually, because Jackets was mentioning it too. All right. Oh, I don't think I rated it on screen, Jackets. I think I responded to one of your comments. Though I could be like completely misremembering. Maybe I am a goldfish. Resubscribe, angry child. Oh my gosh, 3 in 1 chest. That's crazy. Okay, let's see. Oh, we are working. Oh, 2 right next to each other. Let's go. And 1 right there. Alton, how many spawners to go? The exact number eludes me, but it's 17 stacks. 16 stacks after this trip, but still 17 stacks or so in terms of what I have in my base. Dang it, I was hoping it wouldn't hit me. Block that side off. Stop spawning. Go away. Solid. Alright. We're going to be close to 1 heart here. But we're okay. We're blocked off. And the vein, where can I find the Discord? It should be beneath the stream if you scroll down. Like in the info, like beneath the stream, it should be there. But also it's in my bio, for my channel bio. So you'll find it there as well if you can't see it beneath. But it should be there 100%. All right. Sorry, didn't mean to make people want to try to find your name. Ice Cake was not my intention. Was I right though? I missed you saying whether I was right about whether or not that was in your name. Default user Ender chest did not exist at this point. That's a great question. They were added later. They were added around like 12W21A or something. I remember reading it recently, but I do not recall the exact version. It was in the 12 series though, or one of the 2012 updates. If you guys don't know how that works, by the way, I thought it was really interesting. So we talk a lot, especially in my last videos, about 12W49A, which is the snapshot that allows you to put any enchantment on any item. The reason it's called 12W49A is because it was in 2012, and the week was the 49th week of the year. So that's how the naming conventions work. I thought that was pretty interesting. Okay, we're going to go for that one. Your phone's at 1%. Oh, yeah. No, what happens is your phone says it's at 1%, but in reality, it has like 25 minutes left of its his lifetime, and it's just messing with you. It happens to me all the time. That reminds me of a D&D barbarian class. I haven't played D&D in a long time, man. There's 2 right here. Pretty good. All right. Mojang has stolen from quite a few mods, I'd agree. Or at least taken inspiration. Though I guess taking inspiration is how they would put it, right? I'm a Sam. What's the best way to gear up in this version for what I'm doing? So one thing that's interesting, and we may have talked about this before in some of the other streams, but you'll notice I'm wearing iron armor, even though I have in my base more than a stack of diamond blocks from all the mining I've been doing. I have plenty of diamonds, definitely enough that I could keep myself outfitted with stronger armor for, you know, the foreseeable future, right? But the thing is, they calculated armor strength differently in these versions. So iron armor is more than enough to survive a point blank creeper explosion here. We already actually had one on stream. One blew up right behind me. If you're wearing full armor, with full iron armor, you're basically set. Like, it's stronger than some diamond armor in modern versions. So, long story short, you really may not need much gearing up. You need silk touch, obviously, because that's how you can mine the spawners. And I would get iron armor. I wouldn't wander around with no armor. But other than that, I really don't think you need too much setup. I think you're fine. Right here. Benjamin, how many command blocks do you plan on getting? I think a chest of them would be really cool, but to be honest, the method for getting them is a little less, I don't know, it's a little less exciting for me personally than my method for getting like my enchanted golden apples or getting bedrock or the spawners. So like, I haven't really committed to a number. The fact that I can't even use it for anything interesting also doesn't really help my excitement level about getting about getting command blocks. So, you know, I also am going to be able to get command block mine cards, which is going to be kind of fun. I don't see too many people get those. Why is witch hunting not allowed on the Discord? Is that in the description? I don't remember adding no witch hunting. I think witch hunting's fun. But are we talking like actual witch hunting, you know, where we look for witches? Or are we talking about a witch hunt as in like, you know, what they call it when you're trying to like, you know, find information and dirt on people and whatnot? Blue Shadow Man, welcome in. Oh, reminder to everyone, I have been trying to avoid saying a lot. So if I say you can drop an L in the chat to make fun of me. Because I need to stop. I think I actually... Blue Shadow Man, let me know if I did better yesterday. But I feel like it was an improvement. Though I never really noticed I was doing it in the first place until you mentioned it. So I could be completely wrong. Okay. Ice Cake, that's some interesting info on LG. Not going to comment, though. No free ad. Let's see. I think witch hunting is fun. Hey, you know, Salem witch trials, you know, I mean, there were some innocents lost, but it was a noble cause. Am I right? No, that's a joke. That's a joke. Can you place command blocks with a dispenser? Oh, you're talking about in the April Fool's version. You can place them with a dispenser in the April Fool's version, but then like, depending on, so I think you're talking about one block at a time. And that limits you pretty heavily on like where you can place it, basically. Blue Shadow Man, I have been so bad with it. Well, dang it. Well, dang it. Unfortunate. Well, I said okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay. I almost said there, but I caught it. Look at that. It's character growth. I should get some more torches. Okay. Maybe I can get this one without having to actually fight any of these spiders here. I'll just mine it right there. Boar's official, what's the glass x-ray? The video where the glitch is demonstrated is in the description, so go ahead and snag that info there. I've explained it just so many times, I'm just tired of it, so I dropped the whole video in. Let's see. There was one snapshot you could do it that wasn't April Fool's. Oh, you're talking about the 1.12 versions that allow you to get it through falling blocks. Yeah, that is not my my desired method. It's just a little too much work. And I'm okay with work, you know? Like, I'm okay with long, grindy projects, but falling blocks to obtain any item, the work just takes so freaking long. Just a really time-consuming method. I'm a some wine. How are the mine shafts so big and have so many spawners? I don't know. In older versions, there weren't as many. Dang it! I said L's in the chat. There weren't so many structures underground that cluttered up the world generation, so that other things couldn't spawn. So it's possible that that's part of the reason. There's just not much else that needs to spawn underground, and so it's just mine shafts. But aside from that, I couldn't tell you. I've been playing in these versions so long that honestly it seems kind of normal to me. But like it might just be because I've played here too long. You could be right, Cookie. I'll have to look into it, but I'm pretty confident you can't place them no matter what you do. I mean, aside from, you know, placing it in the April Fool's snapshot. I guess you could try to place one as a falling block, you know, but it kind of depends. There's one spawner right back there. You can kind of see it. We're to go there, and then we're going to flip back that way. Invasive species Minecraft. Yeah, the cave spiders are everywhere, man. Nave skill issue. Is that because I said That doesn't count. No L's in the chat for that one. That was deliberate. Alrighty. Fair enough. Yeah, probably it's a skill issue. Oh, look, there's one right there that I missed. And there's one behind it. And there's one right there. Look, we're just so blessed right now. Okay, 27. We're already almost halfway. And we're less than halfway through the stream. That's actually really great. We're doing really. We're kind of flying right now. Oh, but I mean, you'd have to get Ben. You'd have to get the command block later, downgrade, and then place it, right? I hadn't heard of that. That's really interesting, but that would be a little complicated. Plus, depending on how far you go, it's possible 1.8 might just delete the command block. So, you know, that wouldn't be great. Okay, we came a little too low. It says you can power a power an enchanting table level 50. There is no utility unless you're in very old versions where level 50 was the maximum enchantment that you needed to get. Like it wasn't level 30, it was level 50. I may have said again. Well, but yeah, anyway, so there is no meaningful reason to do it. No. Block it off. Block it off. There we go. Thank you. Perishing here would be bad. Perishing here would be very bad. All right. It was possible up to 1.8.5. Very interesting. I'll look into it. Thanks for the L's in the chat. Thank you. She should sit to 15 shells. Feel free. Yeah, it should still work just fine if you're in 1.9.4. I personally use more, but that's just because I think it looks cool to have more. So, you know, 15 should be fine. Okay, we'll go for that, and then that one, and then that one. There's actually one more that I missed. There we go. Look, okay. So ice cake, is not the naughty word, okay? It's the other one, the one that has an M in it. Is fair game, I'm pretty sure. So I can just replace all instances of the one that's not allowed with and we're totally fine. Blue Shadow Man can't even get mad at me. Am I watching my own VODs sometimes to learn? You mean like learn that I'm saying, you know, a lot? No. I'm not against rewatching my VODs. I just hadn't really considered it, honestly. These kind of things, like, you know, these little weird kind of repeated things in language, they just... Oh, awkward. I think I said it again. Aldept, appreciate the 2. That's really nice of you. Appreciate it, man. These little language quirks that some people have, they're hard for you to notice until someone calls it out, which is why it's useful to have people who are willing to call you out when you do it a lot. My parents have some very interesting ones. My mom says, you know what I mean? Every, like, 5 seconds in conversation is crazy. No, I'm sure that I'm going to stop saying, and then I'm going to have to stop saying, you know? It's part of the life cycle, my friend. Oh, that's fairly deep. Let's I'll go down there. Here, there's that. Let's light this place up. I don't want any spawning on me. And maybe we'll approach it from the right here. Fair point. One word at a time. Thank you, Blue Shadow Man. Very charitable of you. Blue Shadow Man. It does sound slightly less bad, and slightly less bad is the goal. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. I don't want to deal with these guys. Unless there's diamonds down there, but I don't think there are. Waiting for that skeleton to shoot. There we go. Okay, I believe the next spawner is above me. I am Steve. I don't know what that... Did I say that? I don't... Alright, yep, right up there. I'm Assam. Do you have Fulbright? What mod texture pack do you use? I should put this in the description too, but... Well, actually, it's kind of weird to put in the description. I guess it's not exactly a mod. But I had... In these versions, you can't use mods. Really. So I had to manually change my gamma settings in the game folder. So I'm not using a mod. I just had to go into options.txt in the files and change the settings myself, which really isn't that hard. So I'd recommend it. All right, let's put a torch up there. All right. You're free. Okay, you weren't really free. That's a joke. Okay. Very good. And we've got torches. We're fine. All right. Chat. Let's see. Thanks, Ben. We should make a list with the 5 questions everyone asks. You're probably right. You're probably right. I'll just make a little note file. Look at all those squid. That's a lot. I mean, obviously, yeah, Cookie, you could write mods, but I just mean, like, no mod loader has been made for this version. No mods have been made specifically for this version so far, if I'm aware. There's a spawner right there we're going to grab, and then we're going to go that way. IGN, are you saying you're out of here? See you later. If that's the case, adios. Appreciate the 2. That's super nice of you. And I will try to call you switches in the future. I like how I read that and still called you IGN. I'll work on it. I'll work on it, switches. All right. You can just add to the jar, Cookie, but then, you know, if you need to change it, it's a bit more complicated, right? So that's why mod loaders are nice, because you don't have to actually change anything in the files. Oops. Alrighty. I'm gonna snag this one and to go whatever direction that is. Ben, feels good to be the only successful group in lab today. Got an 11 out of 10. Oh, dang, that's sick. I took AP Physics in high school, and it was one of my worst mistakes ever. They, like, apparently suggest for people that they think are smart, they suggest that they take AP Physics. You're supposed to generally take it before you take normal physics in high school, but I never took normal physics, so I had to learn physics at the pace of an AP class, and that was terrible. So anything above 10 will be as bright as it gets. I have mine set to like 10 bajillion as a joke, but like anything above 10 should be fully bright. Okay, I think it is time for us to head. I'm not sure what direction it is. It doesn't have north, south, east, west. Ice Cake, what am I doing with the spawners? What Minecraft version is this? Oh, you're listing out all the questions. Yep, those do happen a lot. But also, I'm okay with certain things being repeated. It's not a huge deal. You know, it's not really a problem. It's inevitable when you're doing a live stream like this. Or a live stream in general, a lot of questions get repeated. Alright, let's head this way. Alright. I think that's a spawner. I could be wrong. When you hear that many zombies all at once talking, a lot of the time it's a spawner. But I'm not. No, it's just several right next to each other. It was a ruse, a scam. All right, Ice Cake. That'd be great if you could do that. Who do you think has the coolest username in chat? Let's see. I mean, you got Ice Cake Mace. It has, cake is good, but I mean, it's also not very intimidating, so it loses some points in the intimidation area. I don't know. Maybe you guys should have a little argument in chat about it. I don't really know what to say. I'm not a very good judge of names. I'm fairly good at coming up with names, but being asked to judge things, and I'm not very good at that. I can judge people fine. Names, I don't know. I always manage to tunnel right into this one and have to go around it. Let's see. XM, that's cool that you're English. I assume then that English is not your first language, which means it's very impressive that you got such a high score. I know some Spanish, but I am not cracked at it by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. I do know how to sound pretty convincing to someone who has no idea how to speak Spanish, though. I have a very over-the-top Spanish accent I can use. It's pretty impressive. All right, let's see. Torch it up. Alrighty, put that there. Perfecto. Let's see. Cookie is very into the debate about Betacraft or Prism. Wait, was that Betacraft or Prism that you said? Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, whoa, another one right around the corner. I love this, bro. We're finding so many. Native is Arabic. You're stupid in it. Are you... I mean, feel free not to answer, but if you have trouble with, like, the other language, I'm assuming you don't live in, like, an Arab country anymore, because I feel like if you did, you'd be a little better in Arabic, right? It's kind of like how it is in the States with Hispanics. It's pretty crazy to think about, but like a lot of people who like immigrate to the U.S. and who are Spanish speaking, who come from Spanish speaking countries, their kids, like, by the time they are like in high school, they can't even read Spanish because they're in English schools, right? So their parents are the ones who have to teach them how to read Spanish, but they don't. So I realized, like, I'm way more fluent in reading than most kids my age that actually speak fluent Spanish, because nobody ever teaches them how to read it. Which is shocking to me, honestly. I think it's insane that you'd be able to speak a language and not read it. You gonna come attack me, bro? No, you won't. Benjamin, how often do I join the voice call on Discord? I join fairly often, but there have not been too many VCs lately, honestly. Alton White, who's in the chat, not sure if he's still in, he starts VCs fairly often, and I actually hop in pretty frequently when he does, but I'm a pretty busy guy, so I work a lot and I don't have a ton of time to be in the VC all the time. Do I already have the end portal blocks? I do. I can show you at the end of the stream. They are in a chest in my base. How much progress I've made finishing up spawners so far? I have almost... I'm coming close on half. That's where I'm at. No, you're not in America, bro. Well, that's all right. Nobody's gonna judge you. I mean, not everyone. Some people. I don't know. Some people might. There are other places to live that are good too. That does make it a little surprising, though. I mean, you could be in a different, English-speaking country or something. How's my armor doing? We're good. They tried a little pincer attack. It didn't work. I'm out of torches. Here, give me a second. Excuse me, sir. I was still working on lighting this place up. It's kind of rude. We have voice chat leaderboard. Is that even something you can do with Discord bots? I'm not even sure. I mean, there are a lot of things you can do with Discord bots. You can even code your own, I'm pretty sure, right? So I guess it's not impossible. Not sure if there are any native ones that do that, though. That you know better than me. I am still a Discord noob. My work has a Discord, but other than that, I never really touched it before having a YouTube channel. So, let me catch up here. Huh? What version do I get the end portal blocks and how? Good question. So I already mentioned this is beta 1.9 pre-4. If you start your new world in beta 1.9 pre-3, you'll spawn with them. And if you're in survival, you can put the blocks in the chest, kill yourself, and you'll get more. You can just farm them for a little bit, which is something I would definitely do if I was playing normal survival, but in hardcore, it is not possible for obvious reasons. Hello. I thought I heard another one. Honestly, baby cousins and stuff like that coming up with names and nicknames is actually a cracked way to come up with a nickname. My older sister has not been called by her true, like, real name her entire life because my little sister could not pronounce it when she was younger and came up with her own little nickname for my sister. And ever since then, we have not called her by her real name. Luckily, it was a good one. You know, it could be a bad one and it sticks, and then that's terrible. Sheik, welcome in. What's the most random and weird question that you got on stream? Probably that one guy who hopped in and then asked me my age immediately. Thought that was a little weird. I don't get too many weird questions, though. At least not ones that are serious. Hello. Stupid creeper. See, point blank. Less than half my hearts. Not bad. Iron armor. Totally good in these versions. All right. We got one right there. Let's just check behind us. Make sure we haven't missed anything. And it looks good. I don't see any... Yeah, we're fine. Immediately joining and asking age is hilarious. I mean, you got to be careful, man. You don't want to get called a pedophile for when you say creepy stuff, right? And which he also immediately started doing. It was not so hilarious after that when he started, you know, saying the terrible things that got him banned. So, you know. That's why we have mods. Thank you for leaving the cobwebs so I could actually hit you. Appreciate your cooperation in that respect. Thank you, thank you. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, we should be good. Steak, gotta be YouTube friendly. Is it because I said the word pedophile? Don't think that's a non-YouTube friendly word, but we'll see. But the stream just like gets cut off. I just get demonetized immediately. Don't think that's one of the words. How long did it take in total to get notch armor? It took me, excluding... Oh, there's one right there I missed. Oh, see, another one. And now I have no armor, which is going to be dangerous. So... But, yeah, there's one up here that we missed, so we'll go up here. And we'll switch our armor in a second. Oh, hello. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, I mentioned this earlier, but Baby Staken #1 has entered the room, and you may or may not hear some of his commentary. Sorry, the was involuntary. You can say L's though. Thank you, thank you. How many spawners do I have? Close to 700. Oh, you see a green bag guy?
Yes.
Where is he? Up there?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I see him too. Should we go get him later?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go get him later. First, we're going to go get more spawners, okay?
Okay, find it.
Yeah, we're going to go find the spawners. All right. We're going to go find it? Oh, there's some right here. Look, you see the webs? All right. I'm not going to say his name, but baby...
Spider.
Yeah, there's a spider right here.
They had the spider.
Yeah, should I get him with the sword?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Got him.
Daddy, break it.
Oh, should I break this one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Find it.
Put a torch down and light it. Nice. All right. Got to get PR trained. You're probably right. You're probably right. I have no PR training. Aside from, you know, the school of logic and not being a complete idiot. All right, we got...
Zombies.
You see him right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see him too. There's a spider there and some there too.
The zombies.
I should go hit the zombies?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That is a good idea.
I get my scientists. The zombies.
Oh, I should get the skeletons and the zombies?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea.
I can find it.
There's two big ones right there.
Yeah.
He has become a much more of the Minecraft lingo has entered his vocabulary recently. All right, that's one.
Oh, I find it.
Should we leave him in there and stay safe? That's a good idea.
I see zombie.
Oh yeah, I see it over there too. I swear there were two right here. Did I miss it?
The zombie.
There it is. Oh yeah, first we'll get the spiders, okay?
Okay.
That would be fun, Ben. Yeah.
Find it.
Yeah, let's get them. So we'll put a blocks right there. All done the spiders, huh? Go away, spider.
Okay, guys. I find it.
Oh no, they got me.
Daddy, break it.
Okay, I'll break it. Oh, gotta put a block here. There you go. All right. I didn't leak the name. I was talking to Bean Jammin, who has asked me to, or told me I could call him Ben. So no, I did not leak his name. Though you are not even close, actually. Very good chance he leaks his own name, but like you won't understand it because he's not the most intelligible all the time.
Guys.
Yeah, we'll get more in a second, okay? I gotta get more armor on, okay?
Okay.
He has the cough that I just got over, so it's a little unfortunate. You wanna have... Oh, your milk's all gone. All right, let's see. Should I put all the armor on? There we go. Leaked the name. LOL. Guys are trying too hard. Too desperate for leaks, man.
I can't find it.
Yeah, there's one right there, huh?
I can't find it.
Yeah, we'll go get more spiders in a minute. Let's see. Yeah, he is a pretty smart cookie, that is for sure. Oh, should we go get him?
Yeah.
All right, let's go get him.
That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the younger child, he would not be at... Oh, there's 3 zombies. Yeah. Oh, green one. Got him. All right, let's get the water out. But yeah, my baby steak in number 2, the most commentary he'd be able to give is just like, ah, because that's kind of where he's at with language. So, do you want milk? Ah. Do you want to go see your mom? Ah. That's kind of the extent of his vocabulary at the moment, which may or may not be entertaining. You know, it's not that it's bad. Who's a smart cookie? I am. That is true. That is true. You are a smart cookie. The logic tracks.
Daddy, forget.
Okay, I'll break it. I should stream Minecraft live. That's the only way I'd watch it. I'm not against it, honestly. What is it tomorrow? If it's tomorrow, I probably wouldn't do it.
Daddy.
Okay, I'll get more. Oh, a spider! Got him. You saw a zombie behind me? Oh, okay. I'll make sure he doesn't get me. Oh, look, a spider right here. Should we go get those ones? Hmm. Yeah, spiders and the zombies. Oh, and the skeletons too. That's a good idea. But yeah, that is correct about the X-ray thing. I forget who responded. Was it Ice Cake? Yeah. So I can't use it for anything except for spawners. It's a glitch in game. Oh, we'll keep them away, okay? But yeah, I have a deal with Stream where even if I see diamonds with the X-ray, I can't mine them. So there's not really a benefit to looking for them. But the spawners, it's the only real way to get spawners this fast. So it's what I do. It's not like the cleanest way, but it is the only realistic way, which is why I do it. Yeah, that's about as good as it's gonna get. All right, let's eat some food. Oh, it's Saturday. I forget what day it is all the time. Then I'd consider it. Then I'd consider it. I honest to goodness thought today was Friday for some reason. We got the green one. Yeah. Does that green bad guy go boom? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I got the iron. Another one. We got him. But yeah, so I have not grabbed many diamonds on this stream due to the fact that I can't look for them. I should get more?
Yeah.
All right. It is Thursday for me. That's what I was saying. I thought today was Friday was the point. Saw him too. Good job. All right, Ben, I'll see you in a bit. All right, let's see. We'll keep going this way. Yeah, for me it is Thursday at let's leave you over there. It's Thursday at like what did it say, like 4 o'clock ish? Oh, we saw it?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to find another one, okay?
Okay.
Oh, look, should I go break that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, when back when I was doing the spawner portion of my notch armor video, this young lad right here, baby staking number 1, he was with me for a large portion of it, and I kept going on detours because, yes, as you can see, his obvious, the thing he really likes is when I get in fights with monsters. So there are a lot of detours that have to be made, but I'll try not to let him take us on too many. Lunar Dragon, do I have Twitch or just YouTube? I have Twitch, but I don't stream to it currently just because it was a little too laggy last time I tried. People in the chat who were there can testify. It just the stream lagged really badly. I think my internet connection that I have currently set up just is not fast enough to keep up with the upload speed for all those different for the 2 different platforms. So it was not worth it at the time, which is unfortunate. I do plan to reintroduce it in the future, hopefully after I've gotten my connection to be a bit more consistent. Oh, dang it. Yeah, come on. All right. We have at least one over there, it looks like, that we'll go grab. See all those webs over there, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go get them, okay? Should I go over more bad guys and skeletons, you said? Oh, yeah, and a green one, too. Oh. Ice Cake, I'm not sure who you're responding to, but that is accurate, yes. I don't want to use dupe glitches to get the spawners. My general, I've spoken to this before, but my general standard when it comes to dupe glitches is that they're a gray area on things that you literally can't get more of. Like, for example, I mean, the dragon egg, I don't have any problems duping that thing, because not only does it have no utility or purpose really outside of certain 1.8 versions where you can use it to break blocks, but it's also impossible to get more than one in the vanilla game, so duping them, I feel like that's fine. TNT, I feel fine with. Sand, I feel fine with. Um, but things like spawners, where I can get them like this really fast on my own. I just walked past it, didn't I? I don't feel like it makes sense. Oh, I see him right there. I don't feel like it makes a lot of sense to compromise, like just to avoid work if I can get them by working, so. He does really like creepers, it's true. He's a big fan. I see him. There's 2 green ones. Okay, we got this one. Got him. Yeah, we should give it more bad guys. And there's spiders up here. Oh, and this is going to be a little dangerous, actually. Let's play it safe as reasonably possible. Okay, that went pretty well. About as well as I could hope. I hate these ravine spawners. They're just so scary. Okay, we're going to lock ourselves in for a second. Let's see. I said again. I apologize. I'm a little distracted by trying to be entertaining to a small child and a bunch of potentially teenagers and adults at the same time. And I'm getting distracted from my desire to not say that word. Okay. Okay, I'll break this one. Angry child, you missed a lot. One of the fabled. He is the legend who said "Daddy Poo Poo" and destroyed one of my hardcore worlds. Yeah, we'll get more of them. Don't worry about it. Okay, there's some spiders right there. Let's go get those. But yeah, he's the one who said "Daddy Poo Poo," and had both hands covered in poop while in the bed. Almost destroyed my belongings, but I caught him and I didn't catch that I was starving in my hardcore world, so that was an L for sure. We can say I'll still try not to say the word, but I'm okay with that that being the expectation, sure. Yeah, it's down there on the ground, huh? Oops. I think maybe we'll get them later, okay? Really good level of multitasking. I'm glad you think so. Gray area for glitches are the ones that aren't being patched 24/7. Yeah, the TNT dupe for sure. It's essentially intended behavior at this point. Mojang has left it alone for so long, and according to them, it's because they feel like it does. Yeah, there's one right there. It's because it does something that can't really be replaced by any other existing mechanic at the moment until they decide to add in movable tile entities, which would be they probably won't do. So I think that standard makes sense. And I guess in that kind of scenario, dragon egg duping would also kind of be considered in the same deal, since sand duping could be very easily fixed if they decided they wanted to, but they haven't. And the same mechanic is obviously used for duping the dragon eggs. So yeah, that seems pretty consistent. Seems pretty fair. There are some things where like for example, down the line here, I am going to get my hands on some player heads that I'll obtain in with vanilla mechanics and exploits. I won't cheat them in, but it takes a long time to get them, and they don't really do too much. So part of me is like, is that something I'd be okay with duping just because it's just a fun rare item? Why not just dupe the heck out of it? Also, I think Baby Steak in number 2 just left the room. I think I'd fought too few bad guys in the last few seconds for him to be entertained. But he'll be back, I'm sure. Now I can focus a little harder. One sec, got a cough. Okay, we're good. But anyway, so yeah, I'm considering doing other dupes, but I try to avoid it when at all possible. It'll be really easy for me to make a mistake and do something I shouldn't, and then like I'll either have to delete them all, which would probably restore my feeling of fun, but if I don't fix it, I'd probably start having a lot less fun. Steak, what do I think of dupe glitches like a carpet for Funis? I think that the carpet and rail dupes they're kind of, in my mind, sit in the same realm of exploits and mechanics as like TNT duping and sand duping. They're essentially as a part of the game as like iron golems dropping iron, in my opinion. Some dupes they've just kind of been adopted. Carpets can be infinifarmed as is. You mean like with the duper, or are you talking about a different method that I'm, maybe I'm not aware of? Ah. Yeah, the dragon egg dupes are pretty funny in that way, though. The way that they can be used to break bedrock in 1.8, which I actually was considering for a video in my series at one point, but then I realized that, oh, there's a spawner right here that I didn't see. But then I realized there was actually a much faster way to break bedrock that I could use, and I'm going to be doing that instead. Because the dragon egg one's really complicated. Ooh, Peter just subscribed. Yeah. So because the dragon egg one isn't bad, it's just rather complicated because you have to place the dragon eggs, so that you can, I don't want to die from a spider. Thank you. You have to place the dragon eggs then, like, so that they can, when you, like, for example, you place them on top of signs, and then you have the signs, drop when pushed by a piston. All the signs break. And you set up a redstone line so that you can have the piston break from far away. Then, if you get out into far enough away that the dragon eggs are in lazy loading chunks, they'll fall and delete the block beneath them. So it's a little complicated, and I found easier ways to do it, basically. Both because wool's infinite and it's fine to dupe it. I mean, I wouldn't dupe wool considering it's so easily farmable, but I understand what you're trying to say. Out of here. Out of here. Oh, no freaking pearl. Yeah, cheapskate. Bedrock breaking. I think it's funny. So one thing that's interesting to me is the fact that they haven't patched out the most common ways to break bedrock. I know they patched out a lot of them in the past, but I mean, the piston method, that's not like, is that not, I feel like it's possible to patch that, like, I don't think it shouldn't be something that just stays in the game because they can't fix it. So part of me wonders if they just given up on that too, because they're like, hey, you know what? You can make some pretty sick farms if you break bedrock. So maybe they just decided it's a part of the game too. I don't know. I never really have understood that one. When's stream going to end? It's going to end at 7 p.m.-ish my time. So it's going to be 3 hours total. We're about an hour 37 in, and we're actually already... Oh, that's not the bricks. We're already 3/4 of the way through all of the spawners we need, so we're flying. We're doing really great. Trust you should crit more. Got to save that half a second. Yeah. I just don't think about it. Like, spamming is just it doesn't really save that much. I mean, sorry, critting doesn't save that much time. Especially with an unenchanted sword, a lot of the time it takes like almost the same amount of hits anyway, so it doesn't even save durability, so it's not even worth it. Yeah, I think Mojang's leaving it as is, like, deliberately for sure, Cookie. I just think I think that they want to promote creativity in their sandbox game, and I think if they just, stamped out every single cool thing people figured out to do, I think they, wouldn't be very good. You want to sleep but you don't want to miss? There's an hour and 15 minutes left. I mean, if you can stay out that long, feel free, but I don't want you to, like, deprive yourself and, hurt yourself. As a person who doesn't sleep very much, I can say I wouldn't recommend it. Look, I'm talking in my time. MST, okay, you can look it up. Yeah, XM, 2 a.m.'s pretty late. You might want to get some sleep, man. Or woman, I suppose. Oh, that was an 8. That was a 10 vein, actually. I think that's sick. Okay, it's like right behind this wall. Yep. This is gonna be a little scary. These open air ones are always terrible. Just place the torches. See, look at this. This is ridiculous. And there's a creeper. See, this is not what you want to do. See, look at that. Alright, we're gonna go hide in a wall now. Okay, 2 hearts. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Nave, get some sleep. Good to have you. We'll see you later. Watch for the green one. Thanks, Ice Cake. Baby Staken's not in here anymore to watch my back. Don't know what I'm supposed to do, so I'm gonna get a drink. I'm still here though. There we go. I get so concerned with talking on stream that I forget to, like, have water and stuff. So and it was really bad when I was really sick too, because like my voice would just sound like I was chain smoking. Pretty bad. Am I gonna have to hide again? Oh my gosh, this is why these ones suck. It's like it's so hard to spawn proof the whole area. And I freaking love Legend of Zelda music, man. That reminds me of like the first stream I did while I was playing it, where I accidentally wasn't actually playing the music the whole time, and I thought I was. That was funny. Grace sword. Bad guy go boom. Very true, very true. It's basically Xmas if you think about it, XM. It's basically Xmas, right? It's like half of the letters. Half the letters. For the Witherstorm video. Yeah, I've never actually fought the Witherstorm. It would be very interesting to try it. I feel there are definitely ways where I could make it unbelievably easy. Especially if I went down the line, like the route of getting infinite potion effects. Dang, I saw those diamonds. We can't get them, even if I run down into them. Okay, hold me accountable to that, chat. Tien, what do I think of 6 hunters? I honestly thought that last video was a little disappointing. Not because, like, it was still great, and he showcased some skill. But, I mean, the entire... like basically the plot of the whole video, like the way everything worked out revolved around Happy Gas strats, and the Happy Gas is just not exciting to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was essentially, especially at the end, it was essentially the same strat as like the redstone engine he used back in the day. So but it was just slower and they could shoot it down. I mean, it was interesting, but there was a lot of just sitting around. Like, honestly, a lot of 6 hunters was basically what I'm doing now. It's like tunneling around underground and getting resources, which I thought was just not... the watchability was not as high as a lot of his videos. So, like, I personally, I would say a lot of his more recent, like, manhunts he's done to lead up to 6 hunters that were a lot more fun to watch. I have a whole nother stack of pork chops. Thanks for asking, though. It's a good thing to check. But yeah, I'm not necessarily like a huge Dream fan. I do think that the videos have a lot of entertainment value, though. Last one was a little disappointing, though. He said himself that, like, the RNG for getting certain stuff he needed to make his plans work was not working out for him, so that's kind of why he went with the Happy Gas plan, which is understandable, but it was a little bit, a little bit less exciting than some of his recent videos. Oh my gosh, he spawned right when I was about to put the light on it. Jerk. The thumbnail community staring down the Witherstorm. Fair enough. I'm curious, but I'm actually curious. There were talks earlier about rating skins. I was going to take a look at them. I'm curious if you guys think my skin is even okay. I mean, like, I look like, a goober. Like, if you like, I look like I'm just a steak, man. But there have been some people who roasted me so hard for my skin. I think it's funny. I was going for a bit of a goofy look, though, so it's understandable. 5 was pretty peak. I think 5 hunters was pretty good. All right, what else do we got? What else do we got? Wait, is that one? No, it's just several cobwebs right next to each other. Yeah, I think the skin is fun. I'm literally just a steak, Tien. I'm literally just a snake. A snake. Wow, a steak. Ah, I've been talking too much. Oh, I missed a spawner back there. We're going back that way a little bit. The pun for my name overall makes up for the goofy skin. Yeah, and I'm okay with the goofy skin. I mean, at least, like, it's not just a blob, you know? I mean, it's kind of blob. It's like a blob steak, but it's not like, you know, the average blob you see when you, like, see a YouTube video. I mean, no shade, like, towards, like, Sand Diction, for example, but, man, that's like a blobby skin, bro. I think skins like, I think Mob Swamp's got a great skin, for example. Like, it's just like a random kind of king guy. I think it's cool. A lot more creative than, like, you know, just splashing color and then a random smile somewhere. And then Kolani's literally got, like, just a white skin with, like, Kolani written on it. I think that's a little ridiculous. It does look a little bit like that, XM. That's true, actually. All right. Ooh, double chest. No triple yet. Wonder if they'll let me mine it. No, they won't. Okay. We'll kill him. We'll kill him. All right. Mistaken. Yeah, and I think the low effort is part of the joke, which I respect. I think it's funny. And Kalani's videos are good too, so, it makes up for it. If the videos were bad and the skin was like that, there'd be less respect. But, the fact that the videos are fun and, it makes up for the skin, I guess. Oh, dang, I need more inventory space. What am I getting rid of now? Gravel. We're out of here. Okay. Now we got to think about which direction we're going. Didn't need to place it there. Okay. Let's take a look-see in this direction. Could have sworn I saw a spawner down there. Oh, there's definitely one here. So we're probably going to go diagonally this way now. Camin18, totally not a blob skin. I have seen him talk about the fact that he did do his blob skin before it was a trend, so at least I respect that. But yeah, Caman's skin is pretty blatantly blob. But he was ahead of the curve with the blob skins. Oh yeah, XM, you're saying the same thing as me. There's probably some delay. We probably were saying that like at the same time. Yeah, exactly. We're all saying that. See his campaign to make people understand that obviously must be effective because we all knew and said that at the exact same time. We've been Camin18 brainwashed. I don't even really watch very many Camin18 videos. Okay, let's see. Some right there. Some over here. You want to see F5 again? Like, my face? I mean, fine. Here, we'll do it again. Here, we'll toss all the armor off. Okay. Okay. This is how we're looking, man. I think it's pretty good. One thing that, like, I don't really think about is when I chose the eyeballs, I was trying to decide how I wanted them to look. And these actually aren't the cow eyeball, design in game. This is actually the pig design, which I think, I don't know, it just fit better. I also, I don't know, I didn't want to, there are some people out there, I don't know if you've seen them, who, literally just make a Technoblade skin with, different clothes, and that's just their YouTuber skin, and to me, it just seems a little terrible, I think, I don't know, using Technoblade's face for, even his skin's face to try to help them succeed on YouTube, I think is pretty slimy. But I would have loved to do some kind of Technoblade reference with my skin, but I didn't want to do the slimy thing, so I just gave myself pig eyes at the end of the day. It was a part of the decision. I was like, hey, you know what? I could do cow, but I could do pig instead, which look funnier, and also it's a Technoblade reference slightly. But it doesn't immediately seem like a Technoblade reference, so that's fun. Because that's the thing, is you want to pay your respects to the legend, but you also don't want to seem like you're trying to make money off the legend, if you know what I mean. There's literally there's a YouTube account called Techno Dream, and it's literally just a guy whose skin is on the left side Dream and on the right side Technoblade, and oh my gosh, if I could delete a YouTube channel, that would be the one. It bothers me so much. I don't know what's happening in the chat about skins, but yeah, don't use other people's skin. I've been told it's illegal. Unless we're talking about the video game, in which case it's probably fine. Welcome in, Rise. Welcome in. We are... How many do we have? 49 out of 64 of the spawners we're getting on stream today. We could go a little longer if I keep flying this quick, but we may want to do something else. Maybe we'll put more water in the Nether today. I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's 2 more. They have a cave troll. All right. Bam, bam. You guys are having typing races now? This is very fun. That reminds me of like the weird YouTube thing YouTube is doing where they're like allowing creators to make these weird YouTube games on the platform that viewers can play from their channel. So weird. Okay, there's one right here, one right there. You think it's impossible to have a good person status on the internet? I think so. I think it's impossible. If you're going for the status, yeah, I'd say it's probably impossible. I mean, it's impossible to. How's the best way to put it? There you go. I don't know why that seemed like it was lagging a little bit with eating that pork chop. I think there's a. I'm not going to try to go like Bible thumping crazy on this. I am Christian, by the way, but I think there's a good like scripture in the Bible about. Let not thy right hand know what thy left hand doeth, or whatever, or maybe it's the other way around, whatever it is. I think the principle is good, when it comes to trying to be a good person or have a good person kind of, reputation. Like if your goal is to just be a good person, you don't need to let anyone else know, that's kind of I think the best way to go about it. Like it's good that like people like Mr. Beast do a lot with charity. That's great. But, I mean, doing it for views, I think, is a little scummy, personally. Though you could be doing bad things for views, and that'd be even more scummy, so, Yeah, being a good person for fame, I don't think works out. Plus, most people that have a reputation of being a good, like, a nice guy, famous-wise, end up getting, like, exposed as being a really terrible person. Like, there's the whole deal with... Boogie 2988 or whatever. If you guys haven't heard about that, I'm sure some of you have. It's pretty depressing. Though he was before even my time with YouTube stuff, and I'm older than a lot of the people on stream, I'm sure. So, you guys might not know. Oops. All right, yeah, let's place this down. It's a little annoying. Water in these versions is so terrible because swim speed is like, it's like an actual dying person in real life and how they move. Like there are like senior Zumba classes or whatever, the swimming yoga stuff people do, that where those old people are moving faster than I am in water here. Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'll catch up on chat in a second. I just did not want to die for obvious reasons. Obvious reasons. Okay. I am... Oh, I am not blocked off. Let's block it off, and then I can read chat. Okay. I don't know what people have been saying about Mr. Beast. I mean, I've seen some stuff. He's always controversial. It's just how it works. You can't be that famous without being controversial. I'll have to check it out, Ben. I haven't ever really looked into it. To be honest, I never played Minecraft story modes, so the Wither Storm is still a little bit of a foreign concept to me. Oh, I thought I heard something. Little jerk, get out of my hair. Okay, thank you. So I know what the Wither Storm is, obviously, but I have not really had any kind of interaction with it, even in story mode. Okay, I don't see any here. Here, hold up. I'm going to pause it 1 second. The audio track that I'm using for the music, it has a a musicless ambiance section, and we got to that point, so I had to turn it back on. Oh yeah, and then having chat open will probably be good. Your first Minecraft experience was downloading story mode and playing it because it was free on the App Store. That's crazy. So like that was your first time playing Minecraft, period. Like you hadn't played Minecraft before that. Your first Minecraft game was story mode. That's wild. That's actually really crazy. I first played Minecraft with my friends in the 6th grade, I think. It might have been 7th grade. But I didn't have an Xbox or anything, but my friend did. And so my friend across the street, my friend down the street, and I would all meet up at my friend's house and play Minecraft. And I would mostly get abused. Since my one friend lived there, he could hop on the world while we were gone, and he'd mostly just blow up my stuff. So a little bit of trolling going on, but it was still fun. I just come back in. My house has been like 2B2T style griefed, and I'm just like, "How did this happen?" And he's like, "I don't know. I don't know how it happened. It's such a strange phenomenon." But whatever. So Cookie can talk to you about story mode. I think I've never seen someone like story mode more than Cookie Mage, so he can give you the pitch. It's a great question, Ice Cake. There is a cap on the protection you get from feather falling. So, every protection type has a cap of its effective, kind of points, and it's something called EPF, the enchantment protection factor, I think is what it's called. I know it's EPF. That might be the right words, but anyway. So depending on which protection enchantment you're talking about, it applies a certain amount of enchantment protection factor points, right? So, for example, blast protection, for every level of blast protection, it has 2 EPF. So that means if you want to max out your blast protection, if you have blast protection 4, that's 8. Then you have 2 sets of that, that's 16. That's 16. So if you have even like anything else on top of that, you're maxed out. So it's really easy to max out fire protection, blast protection, because they all work the same way. Normal protection, though, only adds 1 EPF per level, which is why you don't even max it out with Prop 4 on every piece. You only get 16 out of 20. Prop 5 maxes it out, which is why Prop 5 is awesome. But feather falling is a different kind of protection. And rather than go up by 1 or 2, it goes up by 3. So if you're wearing if you're wearing feather falling 4 boots, you have 12 out of the 20 points immediately. And then if you have Prop 4 armor on, Prop 4, the reason like normal protection is great is because it applies to every kind of damage type. So with full Prop 4 on top of it, you have maxed out fall damage already, which is why if a person got feather falling 4 boots and Prop 4 armor and then fell from a very tall height or whatever, they would experience no difference between that and like notch armor. Even though notch armor has way more enchantments, just because the maximum was already reached before. So it's kind of the way it works. Sorry if that was too nerdy or too in detail for you, but that's how it works. Okay. Stay away from me. There we go. Fix that. We should be good. If you can get Prop 5, it's going to be better than the specialized ones for sure. Technically speaking, the armor that's going to do the most defense for you, a lot of people think is like wearing a mix of all of them. So like having a Prop 4 piece, having a blast protection 4 piece, yada, yada, yada. But notch armor has the maximum amount of every single enchantment. But you can get Prop 5, and Prop 5 can be better. If you have full Prop 5, it's the same thing as if you're wearing, full Prop everything. So, but yeah, generally speaking, for most players, just getting Prop 4, full Prop 4 is better than getting a mix of anything else. Just because a lot of the time when you die with Prop 4 armor, it's not really because a creeper surprised you and like multiple creepers showed up. It's generally because you ran into a piglin brute, and that actually having extra blast protection won't help you in that case. So. Also, Cookie, it's interesting that you found the end portal. Very cool. And the God Armor isn't exactly just ornamental, Ice Cake, because when you put on your Elytra, you lose a bunch of protection from the chest plate, and then the other enchantments become very useful. So, if you're always walking around, like if you, for example, have like the chest plate Elytra mod that makes it so you can wear both at the same time, then there'd be no reason to get full notch armor, you know, where you have every kind of enchantment. But if that's not the case though, and you know you don't have, you have to put on your Elytra sometimes, it is actually smarter to get all of them because it comes into play. Started playing Minecraft proper in September 2018. That probably wouldn't make you a long-time player by some people's standards. I think, though, considering it's almost 10 years, then by my standards, you're a long-time player. But some people are probably going to be like, nah, you weren't playing when the game dropped, you know. You don't remember there being no horses or sprint, you know, or whatever. It's not really something I care about, but I'd say by most people's standards, you're a mid to long-time player. Tien, you lost full perfect enchantment netherite to the void going after a shulker shell. I can relate. I think it'd be fun to do some super flat videos down the line too, Ice Cake. I mean, I know you're not talking to me about it, but I think that'd be really fun. Super flat is a very interesting challenge. I feel like I'd have a bit of trouble with it though, because like there are just certain things I really like that make the game really fun for me, and you'll miss out on a lot of stuff that's available in the base game when you play super flat. So it'd be a little hard, probably, but I'd still like it. Trying to get through here without destroying all the lava, because the lava is helping keep some of the spiders from spawning. Still got rid of most of it, unfortunately. Yeah, I was gonna say, Ben, I was like, that does kind of just, you know, tell the age anyway, but I wasn't gonna say anything, because it's not my business. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, that's the same thing, Ice Cake. And XM, it kind of depends on the kind of videos you make. Like, for example, if I all of a sudden decided I wanted to make like a Rainbow Six Siege video or something, it really wouldn't fit on this channel. It would throw people off, because then, like, what if somebody subscribes because they see my Rainbow Six Siege video, but then I never play that game again and it's just Minecraft videos on here? They just unsubscribe. Whereas if I made a separate channel for just those videos, and then I kept just uploading Rainbow Six Siege stuff to it, then I may not lose that subscriber. So it's smart if you're separating, you know, channels like that. But if it's like multiple Minecraft channels, that is a little strange. You will say that you're younger than me, mistaken. All right. Like I said, most people in the chat probably are. I am fairly old. I'm not like dying or anything. My knees still work. All right. We've hit a dry patch with the spawners. We only need 8 more, though, and we have a full hour. Ice Cake, didn't Wumba essentially do that challenge already? Not to discourage you from doing it, obviously, but Wumba and Mogswamp did a collab where they did you know, beating the game from just liquids challenge, and I'm pretty sure they did exactly what you're talking about. Though, you know, I don't know if it was necessarily inspired by Camman, you know. Okay, I gotta drop something else in here. I got lots of cobblestone. I'd rather have the gunpowder than the cobblestone. Excuse me, sir. I should invite you, Ben. That would be interesting. I will consider that if I ever do that video. It would be a long time from now, though, because I have way too many plans in the works to really jump into something like that. Jump into using a bunch of mods. I guess it could be a side video, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be like in my hardcore world or something. Though I think that is what you were kind of suggesting, wasn't it? All right. I could have sworn I heard spiders. No, I definitely hear spiders still, but I don't know if it's a spawner or if it's just like one spider being really annoying. Yeah, it's just one spider being really annoying. I was right. Yeah, I also have... Well, I had a different channel on YouTube for watching stuff on my own, but then I got premium on my mistaken one, and so I just watch stuff on here now. It's kind of fun. It is a little freaky watching YouTube figure you out for the second time, and like watching a new YouTube account become the exact, like have the exact same feed as your old one. It's shocking. There are some differences though. Be more fun in hardcore in this world. I'd really have to think about it. I'd probably want to try it out in like a different world first. I could just test it out and see if I can even survive it. Because, like I said, I've never tried it before. If I felt, oh wow, two right next to each other and a third right there. Oh my gosh, that's like half of what we need left. That's crazy. But yeah, if I tried it and felt fairly confident that I could do it, I'd probably do it. Not exactly a Wither Storm, but I do actually have plans down the line to try to fight like, well, it's been done before, but potentially fight like 100 plus Withers simultaneously. That'll be pretty fun. Yeah, it is always a little strange to watch technology predict you and figure you out. The algorithms work really well, man. My major in college right now is based around a similar kind of thing, or at least part of it, based around kind of machine learning, which is the kind of software that powers algorithms that recognize user preferences and stuff. It's very interesting stuff. There's actually a really funny, interesting story about it. So this is one that my professor said, you know, when he was kind of trying to explain the kind of, you know, like what the major's about, or at least, you know, one of the potential career paths is about in my major. So he said there was this Target who if you don't know, Target has like these coupon sheets that they sometimes send out to their members where they have like lists of different deals on different items. And they try, based on, you know, the things that you buy, to suggest things that they think you're interested in, right? So, I mean, you know, if it's me, it might be like, you know, stuff for grilling, or, you know, whatever, the kind of things that, you know, I like. Might be like, you know, really good meat deals and stuff. And then there's also going to be a good amount of it that, like, you know, I may not necessarily be as interested in, but they're kind of experimenting a little bit. Like, hey, here's some stuff that people who also bought grills bought, you know? And it might be like, you know, My Little Pony toy or something, and I'll be like, hey, I don't want that, and then it'll learn that and not suggest it in the future. But anyway, so not to roast My Little Pony, but anyway, so this man came into the Target one day really upset because his daughter, who was a part of their membership, had gotten her own coupon card one day in the mail, and it had a bunch of pregnancy stuff and baby stuff. And the dad was pissed off because, like, the implication is obviously is like, you know, we think his 17-year-old daughter is pregnant, you know, or whatever. You know, so he was like yelling and screaming at the manager. It was this big hullabaloo. The manager profusely apologized. He felt really bad. So the next day, the manager actually called that dad back because he got his number. And he was like, hey, just wanted to apologize again for that horrible misunderstanding. I really do want to make sure we don't have that happen to you again. So sorry. And the dad was like, hey, you know what? It's okay. Apparently Target knows more about what goes on in my house than I do because my daughter is pregnant. And that was like wild. So apparently the algorithm on the computer that, you know, compiled the coupons for each customer had recognized and predicted that girl's pregnancy based on the things she was buying at Target. And they realized that with a relatively high rate of success, Target could predict whether a person was pregnant based on things like how much lotion they're buying and in what quantity, you know, like what kind of other stuff they're getting. It's pretty crazy what you can do with just just some basic information on like consumer purchases. So this software is really strong. But anyway, so like they realized they'd accidentally created a pregnancy test, which is wild. So anyway, but welcome in Generalissimo. This is a pregnancy and lotion channel now. No, but we were just talking about the algorithms that that take consumer purchase data and make suggestions as to what they should buy, and the fact that some of them are so good that they can predict whether someone's pregnant based on what they buy. Anyway, though, but I think it's very interesting stuff. It can get pretty creepy though. So Target realized though that like, hey, this is too creepy. We can't be sending people a bunch of pregnancy stuff without them telling us they're pregnant. They'll think we're creeps and they'll get mad like the dad did. But they realized, hey, what if instead we don't just send them coupon sheets with a bunch of pregnancy stuff, but we just give them an adjusted coupon sheet like the one they were getting before, but we add a lot more pregnancy stuff to it, but not so much that it's obvious, right? And so they just dialed down the pregnancy stuff somewhat, and nobody got upset. Nobody would even notice really, but the people were pregnant, and so it actually caused like millions of dollars in revenue for Target because they used that algorithm to, you know, to suggest more pregnancy and baby stuff to women. So anyway, it's crazy stuff what's out there, man. I'll click like on the live stream if you throw a piece of pork chop in water, then eat it. Well, I need to like, no, I need to let my saturation go down, man. It'll take a minute, maybe in a little bit. All right. Okay. Just making sure I'm catching up on this. A lot of it is you guys talking to each other, but I have to make sure none of it's talking to me. Naturally spawning double chest. There are some naturally spawning triple ones in these versions jackets, but yeah, this is one of the. I think this is second or third double we've seen on stream. Let's see. Okay, we have 61 right now. We were very close to a full stack. There's one. There's two. I think there's no. There's not any more over there. Okay, we're gonna grab this one and swing left. Anyway, though, but building algorithms like that to, you know, make predictions is actually not very hard. For my final project a couple semesters ago, I had to basically design kind of Netflix on a fresh website that I build with a team, and we made it so it would suggest movies based on consumer preferences. It was very interesting. I haven't actually seen a triple chest in this world yet, but I definitely will put it in the video if I see it for sure. Did I do this? Did I do the House of Spawners last stream? No, but we do have time for it if we really want that to happen. Oh, dang it. I switched blocks. Now I have to mine that brick. I mean, yes, I did do the House of Spawners. You just missed it. Oh, is baby staking number 2 coming back? He is in the room, but he's just kind of making noise. It is really not that hard to make websites, though, to be completely honest with you. There are some templates you can use that make it really simple. I think I got distracted, though. Sorry, Mrs. Staken walked in and had me read a note, so I got a little distracted momentarily. Staken, I do my best voice impression. I mean, you have to, like, give me suggestions as to what to try to impersonate. Though, like, I have some that I'm decent at, but no, my Kronk one's not very good. Mrs. Staken's telling me to do Kronk. My Kronk one is not very good. Websites by hand every time. I just destroyed that, but I haven't actually finished looking yet. Okay. Let's see. So there's one here. There's one here. I can do Mario. Oh well. Kind of, we do front end or back end? We did both. So we did front end and back end. I was mostly front end when we were working on it. Though I did work on the actually, you know what? I didn't really work myself on the part that was giving suggestions to the user. I was almost entirely front end, though. It's actually funny. I hate front end. Like, I do not like making things look nice. When front end is interesting, it's like, for me, it's generally because there's some kind of cool um, function or some cool kind of program that the user interacts with that is all on the front end. That's really fun. But like, if it's like, I don't know, the cool stuff happens on the back end is all I'm trying to say. But we did both, and we used JavaScript for the majority of it. What do I think of it being a spin-off non-canon version of the world? Not against it. I personally, though, I like you said, I think it'd be more interesting in the hardcore world. So I'll have to think about it. Like I said, if I feel like, I mean, I'm fairly good at the game, so if I feel like I maybe we could like get together, or I could do it on my own. I could try in a couple backups, and then if I succeed with a high enough rate, I'll consider doing it, like the whole thing. Okay, this is too slow. I gotta just place the water. Hold still. No. Give me that spawner. Thank you. This water is really starting to bug me. It hit me through the wall. Not fair. I will give you $1 right now if you can do a good lightsaber sound. That's not the lightsaber sound. That would be a very interesting one. Nah, yeah, I'm not very good at it, to be honest. Sound effects are not my deal. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, you're talking about the jackets. Are you talking about the geometry dash thing you were talking about a long time ago? I do remember you talking to me about it. Generally, Smell, gonna go shower real quick. Didn't you go shower yesterday? Why did you need to shower again? It's like next month, like, you know, right? Like, yeah, you have like a whole month you don't have to shower now. Isn't that how it works? Just kidding. My bullies taught me better than that. Let's see. Oh, okay. I'll give you $1, but later. See, this is why you never do things when chat asks. They never follow through. That's a full stack. But there's one like right above us, and I don't want to waste that. That's like right. It's so easy to get. It's worth getting. So we'll go up and get that one too. I'm really trying to think about what would be the best impression to try to do. I don't know why I'm mining so high up. I don't need to do that. I just need to mine the 2. I used to have a really good Doofenshmirtz impression, but I lost it. Also, since I'm a little sick right now, it wouldn't go well even if I did still have it, probably. Big nasty steak, you can eat it now. Ah, well. All right, here. Wait, we gotta set this up properly. So let's put all those over there, so we know which one went into the water. And then, Yum. I ate it. You're welcome. Okay. Now, let's see. I need a few more torches real quick. I'm shocked that we actually didn't end up needing any more wood. I was convinced I'd have to mine some of the mineshaft wood in here, but I did not. It was fine. Gotta say, 9 Circles is such a sick name. Oh my gosh, this spawned so fast. Why? Give me a bit of a breather. As a kid, you can get some crazy impressions going. Just the way it works. Kids are built different. Alright, that is 65. Alright, wait, I want that redstone more than I want this. What do I not care about in this inventory right now? And that's 1 gunpowder. Oh, that's extra cobblestone. We'll get rid of that. That works. Okay. Let me check what time it is real quick. Okay. I have 15 minutes left to stream, so we should probably head back to base with our 65 spawners. That seems good to me. Unless we can see one more really close by, like I thought. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll grab that one. And then we'll leave. I've played Geometry Dash like 2 times. Not a huge fan, not gonna lie. And I don't hate it. You know, it's fine. It's just not my jam. All right. It just happened to be right close by, Ice Cake Mace. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, we have 66. Now, just double checking there's no more really close by, because I always feel stupid when they're like right next to me. See, this is the kind of thing that causes these spawner runs to go much longer than I intend. Like, I never plan on getting, you know, more than 100 from the get-go, but like there was over the weekend I had one spawner run that I got 215 spawners on because like I just kept going. I'd like get a very satisfying number, there'd be one next to me, and then I'd be like, oh no, now my satisfying number is broken, and then I would just keep going beyond that. I have a problem. I actually do think I might have OCD. Okay, we gotta actually keep swimming upwards. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got some air though. That was actually good. This way? Yeah. Look at this. Look at this. This is ridiculous. I don't know why beta does this. There's literally just like a little room down here. So ridiculous. You can do this in like some, you know, 1.8 versions on purpose. It's very hard to do, but you can. But this is so stupid. I don't understand it at all. Okay, wait. I'm gonna put my feet in it, but I won't go in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I fell through it. I fell through it. We're gonna go now. Oh, I started going the wrong way. That's the wrong way. This way. Nope. This way. Nope. This way. There we go. There we go. That's the right way. Cutting through air. Mistaken, I'm back. Did SB737 hop on to challenge my pig farm and make the world's fastest cow farm? I mean, he hasn't, but who knows? You can never say never. Never say never, Generalissimo. All right, we're going back to base. Should be pretty quick. We're not that far. Well, I mean, we are pretty far. We're several thousand blocks out, but we're not that far. Ah, dang it. I was hoping to keep my sprint. Man, if you could get, I see, the thing is, the reason it's a pig farm is because pigs are the default. So when you place an empty spawner in these versions, like you get when you pick them up with Silk Touch, you get a pig spawner, because pigs are the default mob when it comes to this kind of thing. If cows were the default, oh, that'd be so amazing. But unfortunately, they are not. Pigs are default, which is fine. It's a new moon. Let me eat some food. I am going in the right direction. Very good, very good. Ben, I just meant that, like, if I was to make a video on it, I'd prefer for it. See, I have a problem, generally speaking, with one-offs. I don't have like a real issue with them personally speaking. Like, I think they're bad. I just don't love starting a new world to do one thing and never touching it again. I have a big problem with that. So it's not something I like to do, which is part of why I'd like to do it in the actual hardcore world, not like on a random other world. So that's kind of what I'm trying to say. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's drop those. Place the bot. Craft some more torches so I don't waste wood. I still wasted the wood. It's fine. World's fastest horse farm. The horse farms are actually a thing in some versions, for sure. Ignis, I understand that you want steak as a steak man. Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, who would have thought, right? Is it back to the, no, the music is still playing. We're good. That's what I mean, make a non-canon copy of the world and fight the storm, but not have to have it matter beyond the video. I understand that. I would rather have it be canon, personally. That's just the way I do. Because I feel like doing it in a copy is kind of cheap, you know? I actually have considered that, Cookie. But, I don't know. I just don't want to lie to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to, like, basically just be closing my eyes and, like, thinking steak thoughts while eating pork chops and pretending, you know? I'd rather accept my fate. And wow, both my pickaxe and my sword are, like, one hit away, I think. Ice Cake, I spent, like, 3 minutes explaining that to you and you weren't even listening. Get out of here. Immediately banned. No, I'm kidding. But, basically, you, if you're wearing full prot 3, no. If you're wearing full prot 2, you will hit the fall damage cap so long as you have feather falling 4 on your boots. With prot 4, you're way over the cap. You have even more than you need, which is not a bad thing. I'm just saying that you hit the cap very early for sure. Steak momentarily change your name to Miss Sporkin. Nah. I don't think you could update easily past the mod, and also the storm will destroy so much terrain. That's a good point. Maybe it would be in a non-canon version. I'd have to think about it. I should glitch in a cow spawn egg and make a cow spawner. I am planning on doing something like that down the line for sure. But I wouldn't feel comfortable making a farm with it, unfortunately, just because at least the pig spawner farm I'll be making, because you can get pig spawners in vanilla with the methods I'm using, it's a vanilla farm. But I don't really see like getting cow spawn eggs. There's no method to do it that's really vanilla. I mean, April Fool snapshots aren't non-vanilla per se, but they're really not like it's not really intended for you to get spawn eggs that way. So plus you can break the game with them really easily if you're, you know, smart about how you use spawn eggs. So it adds too much complication and confusion. I'd rather just build a good cow farm later. The world's fastest dragon farm. There are some even without spawn eggs you can do with dragons. If you get a dragon spawn egg, which do exist, you can make a pretty interesting one. But Ray's Works actually has one that like constantly respawns and kills the dragon endlessly until you know have everything you need. You know, it's a good XP farm. Ice Cake. Also, I wanted to mention an Elytra argument from a while ago. Not sure what you're referring to, but go ahead if you want to mention it. Truly steak crates. Not sure if I understand what you mean. Also, if Generalissimo's still in, we will... Okay. We will make a little house later on, okay? If it'll make you happy. While we're at it, actually. We're probably going to want some sand for some glass. Here, we'll drop that one gunpowder. Doesn't mean much to me. Here we go. We'll grab some glass. Or sand. Don't forget a drink. I drank. Don't worry. Okay, we are very close to the base. Well, these villages are really close together. Villages in these old versions are actually really few and far between. I have never seen any within the same render distance as each other. That's actually kind of wild to me. It's really rare. That's essentially what it is, Ice Cake, yeah. Though you could make an Ender Dragon spawner farm, but the problem is Ender Dragons would break all your stuff. Like, they generally break the spawners, because, yeah, it's complicated. I've done some testing with this. Okay, I think it's just this way now. For the record, Generalissimo, I am planning on just destroying this spawner house as soon as stream's over, but I will temporarily build it just for you. Just for you. If I surround the spawners in endstone, that could work. I haven't done a lot of testing with it, honestly, because at the end of the day, I don't intend to make an Ender Dragon farm because it would have to use the spawn eggs. And like I already mentioned, I feel like that kind of just is a little too game breaking. Ben, I did answer your question. Just yeah. So maybe in that case, considering that a backup would be a good idea. Jackets. I think hmm. I think I don't agree, to be completely honest. I think it would basically just destroy all, because you could make farms for creepers, for endermen, for zombie pigmen, for skeletons, spiders, whatever. You can make them all so much easier and a lot of them much more efficient. It would destroy a lot of redstone advancements. I think people would just feel like, hey, you know what? It's simpler just to go mine the spawners, you know? Like we get a lot of dumb videos of people just showing like what specific arrangement the spawners need to be in for your farm or whatever. It's just like, I don't know. I don't feel like that lends itself to a lot of creativity. I feel like it's cooler to just understand the game mechanics and do cool things with it. All right, we're here. We're gonna plop our stuff in a furnace. Do I know story mode has spawner eggs? I didn't know that. Like I said, I never played it. All right. Now we got it will stack here. Very good. And I guess we'll just put 2 more in the roof because that's generally what I do with the extra ones. So we'll do them there and 1 here. Okay. Bam and bam. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Eventually I'll have enough extra ones that the whole roof will be spawners as well. Let's see. Oh, you can't get creeper. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I guess I was still thinking in spawn egg moment there. But here, wait. Let's go ahead and cook this stuff up. This is all the stuff I cooked last time. Guess I'll snag it here. Slap that in. Only 4 diamonds this time. We did not really look very hard. Slap that one in. Okay. Here we go. Almost done. Oh, that was 1 too many. There we go. Not that it really matters. Real quick, let's go ahead and grab our fortune pick and mine the diamonds. Not bad. 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 Okay, that was pretty poopy RNG, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. We'll go ahead and just slap the gold in here. I'll craft it later into blocks. We're doing pretty well on resources right now, not gonna lie. We are swimming. And we'll go ahead and slap the gunpowder up here. Ender pearls. We are gonna have to get more chests. I am running low on storage space already. Okay, let's also cook up the glass. Bam. Sick. Okay. Yo, I took too long to type this out, but I didn't steal the creativity point from steak. I don't know what you mean. Thing is, generally, Simo, they are... I don't think that spawner farms could beat the fastest mob farms, but I do think that in certain cases they're faster. It really just depends on how you handle it. That should be enough there. Okay, we'll go ahead. Build ourselves a little spawner house in the Nether. All right. Oh, you know what? I should have brought the ice. Here, let's bring that back. Oh, you're disagreeing with me, basically, Ice Cake? Yeah, we're on the same page. I think that at the end of the day, it is better that farms are technical than just like spamming spawners everywhere. Okay, let's see. We got to think about how villager houses look. Also, I don't think this should spawn on netherrack, so we'll be able to just place them down. I'll go ahead and build out a little bit. Build a little 5x5. That's 5? Yeah, I think that's 5. Okay. No, it's a 6. It's 6x5. Screwed up the count somewhat. Well, actually, I have to be really careful. A gas could blow these up. That would suck. Oh, okay. We'll be careful here. Or all right. Here, let's go ahead and. Oh, that's not too bad. We're gonna need some stairs. I need a building block to get on top of this. Okay, one more block up here. I'm realizing the Nether was actually a terrible place to decide to build this, but it's okay. It's all right. We're not going for aesthetically pleasing right now. We are going for spawner house. So long as it's a house. Ah, yes. Not an eyesore at all. You know what? We probably will want a place to, you know, to just kind of cool off. There you go. Now we have a little pool next to our house. Very nice. Little hot tub. Very nice. Very nice. We got our little quote-unquote house. I'll mine these up later. But we did it. I've kept my apparent commitment that I don't remember making. And the netherrack is beautiful, pumpkin. Also ice cake. I'm screenshotting this house. Great. All right, I moved. Yo, is this part of the farm itself? It is not. That was mostly because Generalissimo keeps bugging me about making a spawner house. That was, what was that? That was 2 stacks of spawners. That's funny. Let me catch this up. Ice cake about the you could get an elytra with like protection 4 total if you count protection 1 and protection 3 added, but it wouldn't last. Let's see. Nothing else I'm really seeing here that's even talking to me. Anyway, but we are basically done. Oh, I didn't even put glass on the windows. Now I feel bad, but that's okay. The glass can just go into a chest. Maybe we'll add that later. All right. So you think you'll stream Minecraft live? I'll have to think about it. We can talk about it in the Discord, whether or not it'll be worth it, but we can do it. But honestly, I might. I'll have to. We can talk about it in the Discord. Anyway, guys, that's basically it for today. We got ourselves another stack of spawners. We're officially at 11 stacks. Very, very good. Almost halfway to 27 of full chest. So that's going to be where we end up today. But it was really fun. I'm glad you guys stuck around. I'm glad you guys were okay with Baby Steak and Number 1 hanging out with us for a little bit. Hope that was entertaining. And we will catch you all next time. Adios, guys. Bye. 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 Yes, it's ending. Oh my gosh, the inside of my head. There's nothing in it. Apparently I'm stupid. Bye.